Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so Natasja. I've been sitting on this woman's videos for months now and just kind of like trying to dig some information on her, but at the same time, I've been occupied with Lisa and Victoria, Danny, and a couple other people. So when she started coming after one of my good friends, I was like, okay, it is time for Natasja to have her 15 seconds of fame. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to introduce you to Natasja. She's a crazy, like an absolute crazy. I first found her because she found me. She was in my comment section on TikTok. She was like commenting to me and a couple other people in there. I have this amazing boyfriend who worships the ground I walk on, and you guys will never be loved, and blah, blah, blah. So I went and checked out her channel, and holy crap on a cracker. Seriously? TikTok lets anything on their app. Anything. This woman is severely xenophobic, racist. She's jealous of any female who weighs less than her. She's jealous of any female that has natural beauty or wears makeup. She's made unalive threats to her own family members because they won't let her see or talk to her grandchildren. Like, her family is so far removed away from this woman for their safety. It's nuts. And I can't say I blame them. I would be too. I would probably change my entire identity to get away from this woman. I know that she lives in Canada. And according to her, she has this great, wonderful, imaginary blow-up doll boyfriend who supposedly has this humongous mansion and has left her $500,000. So does that mean he's even still alive? I don't know. Uh, Supposedly they've been together 20 years, but he doesn't want to live with her or be around her. So here's the conclusion on that. This man has no clue that he's even her boyfriend. I wonder if there's a protection order out there somewhere. I need to dig into that and find out. It's weird. Like, it's so weird. She is just out there, completely out there. She's so racist, it's not even funny. Like, if there was to be a spokesperson for sorry, I got distracted. If there was to be a spokesperson for Aryan Nation, this woman would be their hood ornament. Okay. She's way out there as far as when it comes to that. She seems to be mostly racist towards Middle Eastern people, but from what I've seen, it seems to be anybody who is not of white skin. Nobody Caucasian. So, yeah, it's just really, you'll see. I'm going to go ahead and play this, and yeah. Sorry you had to witness this woman. Anyways, let me shut my pie hole. Let's get into this video.
Yeah, hi. Another thing that I want to talk to you about this afternoon is when I scroll through my TikTok page and I come across these women around my age. I'm 58. I come across these women my age, and they're really all dressed up, but dolled up. You know, they look like they charge, I don't know, something.
Well, so wait, Natasja, you're trying to say that when you're scrolling through TikTok, any female with makeup on and is dressed nice, that they clearly charge? Really? Okay. If that's what you're sticking with.
Corner, their knees. They kind of like look like that. And anyways, they're all dolled up. They're very skinny. Um, Makeup, hair, and everything like that, right? And some of them are actually older. Well, good luck to them. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay. So as long as they have your good luck, they're good to go? Really? So you have a problem with somebody who dresses nicely, wears some makeup, like obviously they're charging for something, they're on their knees according to you. Like, really, lady? Really? Has somebody just never gotten any? Ever? And you're just jealous? That's what it sounds like to me.
First of all, the first impression that I get from you is that I want to explain this to you very carefully and very nicely. You look very materialistic, very cold, and very shallow.
Oh, that's so sweet of you to say to people that you have no clue who they are, but you're going by just what they look like. So, my first impression of you is you look very, well, you look elderly. You look like you really don't care about how you look for people, which is a good thing, actually. That's a compliment. Um, and you just look, I don't know, vanilla is the nicest way I can put all this.
And men, when they're younger, sure, they want to do women that look like you. But at your age, if you're lucky, all a man wants is a nurse or a purse, basically. And even then, he's going to say, you know what? This woman is so full of herself, and most of these women, they look incredibly arrogant and full of themselves. And they look as if they're, don't stink.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Okay. So you know what men want, right? You know exactly what men want. The woman with the imaginary blow up doll man who owns a huge mansion like house and left you $500,000 while you live in a teeny tiny one bedroom apartment, and you know what men want. Okay. And now all of a sudden you can tell what a woman's cha-cha smells like through the internet. That's interesting. You are the most arrogant, self-absorbed person I've ever come across. Oh, and by the way, it's women. Okay, plural for woman is women, not woman. Woman is one. Women is more than one.
That a man is going to think to themselves, there's no way that I want that because this woman is so full of herself that she's not going to care about me. She doesn't have the capacity or the warmth to love me.
Awesome. So what Natasja is saying here? Okay, and I think I've been saying her name wrong this whole time. I really don't care. Um, what she's saying here is that if you are thinner than her and you wear makeup, then you do not have the capacity to love a man or another woman. Um, you don't have the warmth. You don't have a pulse. It's what she's saying. You are incapable of loving anyone more than yourself.
And men want love, especially as they get older. They want to be taken care of. And they can actually see this in your face that you are cold, that you are hard, your appearance and everything like that. You don't seem to be. None of them look nice people. None of them look nice women.
Do you own any mirrors, Natasja? Like, do you own any mirrors? Because as you're describing all of these people or all of these women, you're actually just describing yourself down to a T. And these women don't even have to open their mouths, but you sure did. Like, if I saw you on the street, I would think, yeah, that lady clearly is having a bad day. You don't even have to open your mouth. It's your resting bitch face that tells everybody everything. And then you open your mouth, and it just shows the world what a horrible human being you actually are.
I mean, I say people because I don't even know if all of them are women, but that's another story. Um, Even when I was younger, I was very, very pretty. I'm not now because women do look, you lose their looks as their age. I mean, I'm okay for my age, I'm fine. But when I was younger, I really looked good.
Ooh, I would love to be a judge of that. Do you have any photos of yourself when you were like two? Because how long have you had this personality? Because if you've always had this personality, then you were ugly inside and out.
Okay. No, I never hardly wore makeup, or I was a very simple person. I was always struggling financially and all that. And I was never, I had a lot of men that wanted to, they didn't want to do me in that way. They wanted to marry me. I had a lot of men that wanted to marry me because many of them, in fact, I was engaged 7 times. I was engaged 7 times. And most of them, the, they all said that, oh, you look like you're such a warm, loving person.
Wow, you were engaged 7 times and none of them went through with the actual wedding? That tells you a lot about this person right there. So at the beginning, like when they first met you, they they felt like you were a warm, giving person. So what? Like when did they engage? When did they propose? Do any of them even know that they proposed to you? That's my question that I'm trying to get at here. Because 15 minutes in a room with you and hearing you talk, there is no way a man got that far into a relationship to propose. So, how many of them are still locked up in your basement? Like, do you even actually meet men or do you find them and then kidnap them? Like, I'm very confused at this point. What kind of men, 7 men, wanted to marry this woman? Like, honestly. And you'll see fully what I'm talking about as these videos keep going. But yeah, 7 proposals, 0 weddings. Eek, lady, eek.
And you look like somebody who's not materialistic, and that's not gonna make too much demands on me. That's a good woman, a kind, generous, loving woman, you know. And they can see it in your appearance. A man can see that, right? You can just
Yes, kind, generous women everywhere wish harm and suffering on their family members. Yeah, you're batting 0 right now.
look at you and say, that's a good woman. And that's how come I was engaged.
Ah, I get it. You put on a facade until they put a ring on your finger, and then you showed your true personality and they ran for the hills. Hopefully, they didn't spend more than 25 cents for those engagement rings.
7 men over the years. Okay, I only lived with a man for 6 years, and because he was cruel from the get-go.
Now, I am nobody to play down domestic violence, okay? I am a domestic violence survivor myself. But I find it hard to believe that the men were the cruel ones in any relationship with this lady.
I never did get married to him, but I did live with him. I am with a boyfriend now for 20 years, but because of reasons I don't want to go into, um, I don't live with him. But I would like to, but because, that's another story for another day. It's
Those pesky little protection orders, they get in the way of everything, don't they?
nothing to do with anything. We love each other. We adore each other. We are crazy about each other. And even though I'm chubby now, I'm old, you know, I look like I look.
Wait, so at one time you were thin? So how can you make fun of or talk crap about women who are thinner than you are now when you at one time may or may not have been thin? That makes no sense other than pure jealousy.
He just loves me. And even now at my age, I get men that look at me and want to ask me out and stuff like that. And I mean, they come to me in the mall, and they come like they or in the street, and they want to ask me out. They want to, get together with me. And
Lady, asking what's wrong with you is not asking you out on a date. Sorry, you have things severely misconstrued.
I asked them. I said, "Well, why are you interested in me? I mean, I'm not that. I'm not all that. Not anymore. I'm not all that. I never thought I was all that. But looking back, yeah, I pretty much was all that. But I didn't realize that I was all that." And I said to me, "Because you just look like a warm and loving person." and look like a very kind person, and I like just something about you that I like, you know? And I get that a lot still today. And when I come across these women that are my age up, younger, around 50 to 60, begging women with their makeup and their, like, oh my God. I mean, if TikTok had a smell, it would, you know what it would smell like? As my dad used to say, a whorehouse in mating season. That's the smell that I get from them. It's
I mean, if that's the case, and that's the smell you get from women that you tend to see on the internet or possibly out in public, then that would be an indication that maybe you need to take a shower. Like if it's just one or two women that you pass by, I could understand this. But if you're smelling this when you see women online, especially online, and from women just walking past them, that's an indication that you have an odor issue.
like, who wants that? I mean, they're good for a bang, but that's it. So, you know what? And a lot of people are so desperate that they're like bragging about how rich they are. First of all, like, you cannot have love and money. You cannot have love and money.
Remember that when she later starts bragging about her imaginary blow up doll boyfriend, um, how he's leaving her $500,000.
It just doesn't work that way. Ironically, I've been poor my whole life, but ironically, I'm going to land up as a millionaire. And my boyfriend was poor, and ironically, we're going to land up. I'm going to land up. We're going to land up very well off in our old age because my boyfriend was very clever.
Oh my God. Is this her admitting she has plans of like robbing a bank later in life? Or like, really, lady? I've been poor my whole life, but I know that for a fact in the future I'm going to end up a millionaire. Oh, wow.
Very clever. He never got into debt and everything like that. Worked hard. He owns his own house, lock, stock, and barrel. He's left me money, and I'm going to be very well off.
Okay, so all I heard was he is well off right now, and you won't be well off until the man is worm food. That's all I heard in that whole sentence right there. Is anybody disagreeing with me in the comment section? Let me know. Did you hear anything different here? Because according to her, he's very well off now. She is just living in a teeny tiny one bedroom apartment waiting for this guy who probably doesn't even realize he's in a relationship with her, and she's just waiting for him to pass so that she can steal his money. That's what I heard. Now we know how she's going to end up being a millionaire later on in life.
In my old age. And I didn't even look for that. That's the irony of it all. Ironically, people that actually look for that, like my brother, who was extremely materialistic, very materialistic, and he landed up with one of those skinny, and also skinny people, skinny woman especially.
I'm so sorry. It's just the way she did it. Like my brother ended up with a skinny woman, because like skinny woman, like really. Oh, she's allergic to thin women. That's what it is.
If you're skinny and middle aged, there's something wrong with you because that's unnatural. It's very unnatural. So, in other words, a skinny woman, I know because I've got two aunts that are like that, and they're very nasty people.
I hate it when people make me fact check stuff. No, it is not unnatural for middle aged women to be thin, as there are many reasons why a person might be underweight or thin, and these reasons can vary from person to person. Genetics, aging, chronic medical conditions, medications, eating disorders, body image issues. The point is that somebody may have genetics and be thin their entire life, all the way up until expiration. So her saying that it's unnatural for a middle aged woman to be thin is just her way again of saying she is extremely jealous of thin women.
They have to really, really fight to keep it that way, and they're always hungry. It's unnatural because it's always, and they become very mean. And also, when you starve yourself like that, a woman gets more testosterone. In other words, they become more masculine. A skinny woman is more a more masculine woman. And what man doesn't want that? A man wants a woman. A man doesn't want a man. A heterosexual man wants a real woman. Doesn't want somebody that looks like a boy. I mean, if you want a woman that looks like a 60-year-old woman that looks like a boy, then you've got to question your own sexuality, which is another story.
Lady, I'm questioning your sanity at this point, and you seem to have a lot of stories. Do you just not understand what you're talking about, so you have to look it up first before you continue on with what you're saying? Or are you really just that like you have that big of an imagination?
Okay, that means that you've got some sort of human problem, which basically means that you're not altogether human.
Okay, so now if you are attracted to the same sex, you're not altogether human, according to her. I don't know. I have a lot I would like to say about this, but some thoughts should never be heard out loud.
If you're gonna go after that means that you've got a sex addiction. You're not interested in love, you're interested in sex. And none of these women, they're gone. They're gone. There's no way that a man they're gonna have anybody to love them.
So, to all of my middle aged female gals, um, how many of you are single and unloved? Because according to this lady, she's the only one in her middle age who has a man who worships the ground that she walks on, even though he doesn't really know that they're in a relationship. But yeah, like I'm telling you, it gets worse. It gets worse, people.
They're gonna no, because you can't have love and money. It's just no way. It's not gonna happen. So good luck, and I'm so happy I have a wonderful boyfriend who worships the ground that I walk on and who cuddles with me and loves me and kisses me. And oh, it's so nice. It's so nice to be loved. And we are all 100% into each other. Like, it's just wonderful. I love it. I'm so happy.
They're so into each other that he doesn't want her living with him. He doesn't want to live in her teeny tiny one bedroom apartment. He's not even around her. That's how much he loves her. And remember, she says they've been together 20 years, and the man still does not want her living with him, and he's not anywhere around her. I wonder how long. He must have gotten a lifetime protection order. That would be annoying to continuously go back to court for 20 years.
You have no idea how happy I am. Really.
Yeah, I guess you are happy. Like, all you've done is put down other women and express your extreme severe jealousy for any woman who is thinner, prettier than you, dresses nice, and wears makeup. You are one happy lady.
It's just glorious to have somebody like that. There's no kids in his life. It's just him and me. It's just beautiful.
Oh no, did you get rid of his children? Oh, she gets creepier the more I listen to her.
Beautiful, wonderful thing. And we have the same birthday too, which helps because we're very much the same kind of person.
So basically, she purchased her boyfriend on her birthday, so gave him the same birthday as hers. Awesome.
Loving Aries. We love each other desperately. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing. I could cry when I think about it. I'm actually crying now.
Trust me, I'm sure he cries because of you quite often, and it's out of fear, not happiness.
But, anyways, it's good. It's really good. Yeah.
Those tears are, they're really for the fact that she is remembering that once this man expires, she gets his big, gigantic mansion type house and $500,000. She just can't seem to wait for that day to come.
I deserve it.
To be honest, lady, you deserve crap. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show your posts really, really quick before we get into the next video. Here we go. Now, many of her posts are not, I can't even read them out loud or show them. Some of these I can, so we'll start with this one. So it reads, who runs the planet? I believe it's controlled and run from beyond the ice wall by the extraterrors. Okay. We are actually, I believe, on a working farm where our resources are being used by the beings in charge from beyond the ice wall. Cus, Kus. This world is where all the resources are. And we were specifically genetically modified and created to do this. The big boss is what most people think of as God. They are real physical beings called the Anunnaki and collectively known as God. They also genetically created us, made us into different races using hybridizing and splicing, made us smaller to control us also. But this time has come as Joshua gave them 6,000 years of control, and that time has come to an end. And that is why they have been ramping up control using various agendas. I don't want to name cuss. I don't want to get banned again. Joshua is the benevolent God and source, the Alpha and Omega. Then we have this one, hard work plus love equals prosperity, which is why they love communism, which is why they love the alphabet agenda, as these people cannot love. They are ex-addicts. They do not want us to prosper so we can be under their control. But not me. Oh no. Remember, these are posts that she wrote and posted on TikTok. And I even left her handle on here so that you can see it's from her. We Canadians don't want to be around the creatures who are stealing our affordable housing and getting $224 a day. Let that sink in. Plus, because of this, we can't afford it. We Canadians want to be with other Canadians, not the creatures who are parasitic from us. I'm not even going to say what she wrote there because it is horrible. Hashtag stop mass immigration. Hashtag save Canada. Hashtag CNE 2024. This one's a little harder to read, but this is exactly how she has it. So she says something about threat to Jewish tyranny is white people, our intelligence independent at all. The something pudding is in the eating, look around you, and something white genocide happening everywhere. These, again, were the tamest ones that I could actually post. The rest of them, I won't post on my channel. I won't post on my TikTok page. They were disgusting. I did report them. I think that they are reportable posts, and I'd say 90% of them were removed by TikTok.
Hi, this is a video that I've been debating on making for a long time.
Yeah, you should have gone with your gut feeling on that one and not posted this video.
And it has to do with bullying. Yes, I'm at work because that's why I'm dressed like this. I clean houses for a living. I do that even though I'm struggling with arthritis and in a lot of pain. Yeah. Nothing quite like physical labor. Yeah. But anyways, so I'm just having a tiny little break. And yeah, this is a video as I said, I was debating on doing, but I think it's time. And as I said, it's about bullying. And I would just like people to know that I have been estranged from seeing my grandsons. I've never met them. Okay, I have never met them. I don't take drugs. I don't drink.
I seriously question the fact that you don't do drugs or drink, but please continue.
I'm not on any medication. I was on antidepressants at one stage, but I'm off of them thanks to the wonderful love and compassion of my boyfriend, and hard physical labor got me off of them. I live a very clean, simple life. Um, I have a loving boyfriend, as I said. I just a very clean living person. I'm a good Christian.
Yeah, let me stop you right there. You are so far from being a Christian that it's not even funny. Like, you are the least Christian person I have ever seen. Least. Yeah, it's embarrassing that you would even attempt to call yourself a Christian, let alone a good Christian.
So I do not understand why these these bullies, these monsters, won't let me see my own grandchildren. And just to let you know that probably nothing that I can do or say is ever going to change anything, because they despise me for whatever reason. I know what reason that is, and I don't want.
See, when you say, I don't know the reason, and then you follow it up with, I think I know the reason, it means you know the reason. And I'm pretty sure I know the reason as well. I wouldn't want my children around you either.
to get into that right now. But basically, her dad did the same thing to me. So I landed up with an abusive man. He was extremely, extremely cruel towards me. Very, very, very cruel. I mean, beyond the beyond. But now I've got the most beautiful, wonderful, loving man I could ever dream. Not even in my wildest dreams would I ever have dreamt of having such a wonderful man. A man that truly, truly, truly loves me. And I just want to say, Christian Lurchner, shame on you for not letting me see my grandsons. I have nothing against you personally.
Clearly you do when you're gonna dox the person's name right here on TikTok so everybody knows who the hell you're talking about.
I don't even know you. I don't know why you hate me. And Danielle Huntley, um, the same thing. Eventually, it's going to come back to you. I mean, I'm hoping that it will come back to you 3 times. But this is bullying behavior. It's extremely cruel and it's very, very bullying.
What? Because they won't let you see your grandsons for obvious reasons? Um, and hell, they probably have a list ton of their own reasons. The bullying behavior is you telling these people your daughter's full name and her husband's full name, and then saying that you hope that they get whatever 3 times. Like, lady, you are the bully. You bully people on TikTok. You bully your own family, clearly. You are the actual bully.
It's extremely abusive. Your people are extremely, extremely, extremely evil, basically. This is evil. I've done nothing. I don't smoke. I take the odd drink occasionally.
But wait, at the very beginning of this video, or the last video, whatever it was, didn't you just say you don't do drugs or drink? And now it comes out that she drinks occasionally, according to her. I don't know. I think she's pretty much intoxicated 24/7. I don't know how anybody could have the mindset that she does and stay sober. But yeah, she contradicts herself a lot.
I'm not even diagnosed with anything.
Then you might want to schedule a trip to a psychiatrist so that they can diagnose you because there's something seriously wrong with you.
I'm just a normal, hardworking woman that's had a very hard life, and I've really, really, really made a life for myself. I've got a wonderful apartment, a good stable relationship of 20 years. I'm pretty content and happy with my life. I have friends that love me. So I don't get it. I don't understand. If you can explain to me, I would like to know. I really would like to know.
Well, you're a pretty vile person. I mean, you're the one to ask, so I'm just going to give it to you. You're a vile person. You're extremely racist. You're homophobic. You're xenophobic. You're jealous of any female that's not you. Like, do I need to go on? I mean, the things that you say are just horrific. You wish harm on your own family members, which is coming up. You're just vile.
But that's okay because the love that my boyfriend gives me, it's more than plenty to be able to, like, I mean, I don't even really think about it or anything like that. I actually am not upset. I'm not going to allow myself to get upset about it. You know, if it happens, it's good. But if it doesn't happen, you know, I have what I have, and I'm very content and happy with my little life.
Yet she runs to TikTok and whines, bitches, cries, complains about this, and then and talks shit about other people and puts women down and any other person she doesn't like, or any other race actually that she doesn't like. Pretty much anyone who is not her and her imaginary boyfriend, the one that doesn't know that they're in a relationship. Yeah, she doesn't like anybody but her and him, unfortunately for him.
So I'm never been happier, actually, to be honest. But nobody can really destroy my happiness. I don't think it's the same with you somehow. And so, so Daniel Huntley, Christian Lurchner. I want everybody to know that they're denying me seeing my grandsons.
Good. All I can say is I am on their side.
One of them's name is Carson. He's 8. I don't know what the other one's name is.
Okay, lady, you must be really, really bad if you don't know what your other grandson's name is. Like, they didn't even tell you his name. That's how much they want you out of their children's lives.
Okay, but one day they'll come to look for me because blood is thicker than water, and they will. So,
Yeah, I seriously like that and or doubt that. But if they do ever come looking for you, it's probably to tell you what a vile human being you are. And whatever hell you put your child, your own daughter through, for her to not want you anywhere in her life or near her children.
there's really nothing you can do to stop it either. You can try. There's nothing you can do.
Oh, see, that's where you're wrong. There's a lot she can do. A lot. I mean, I don't know why you seem to think there isn't anything she can do, but there's a lot they can do.
Because all that, you know what, it's all going to hit you in the face. Because you can't treat people like this and think that you're going to have no reaction. Because you will have a reaction. You definitely will have a reaction. You know, nature's going to come back at you. You can't treat people this is wickedness and evil. And you know, I hope you suffer. I hope you suffer for what you've done. I really do.
Wow, and you wonder why your daughter doesn't want you around her children. Hmm, I wonder.
And you too, Danielle. I hope you're going to suffer. And you will. You will. In poverty, probably.
Literally, did you see that? The only time she smiled is when she wished poverty on her daughter and son-in-law. But this lady is not materialistic. Let's remember that. She's the one who said it.
Bloody poor little bums living off of your mommy.
So she's clearly talking about the son-in-law because she doesn't even know him. She even said it. She doesn't even know him. So whatever this woman did to her daughter through her life was bad enough to where she doesn't even want her mother to know who her husband is or her children. Like, that's how bad it is. And because of that, of course, she is going to wish suffering on them. But the suffering she's wishing on them is being poor. So clearly they have a nice life that they're living, and she's jealous yet again.
You're pathetic. You really are pathetic. What a waste of human lives you guys are. Really, truly.
And these are the parents to her grandchildren that she is speaking to. And she wonders why she's not allowed to see her grandchildren. Wow.
Honestly, I have no words. I've never hated anybody as much as I hate both of you. And that's the truth.
I don't know. Something tells me the feelings are mutual.
But one day my time will come. You just watch me. Yeah, hi, this is no filter because I don't like the noise of music and stuff.
Wait, you were using a filter before? Okay.
But I just want to tell people that don't like me and that are jealous of me and hate me and are treating me really badly that my boyfriend has left me his whole house, lock, stock, and barrel, plus another $500,000 in cash he's left me.
Oh no. I'm so upset. Lady, I don't need some man's house and money. I make my own money and have my own home. So, yeah. It's funny because she says that we're jealous of her. Isn't that cute?
So,
Oh, that's adorable. She's calling us number one. Thank you.
to my haters, and guess what? For all those who had treated me very, very badly, belittled me, terrorized me, not let me see my own grandchildren, I won't forget you. I won't forget you when the time comes. Hopefully, me and my boyfriend will be around for a long, long time, but when the time comes, I won't forget. I'll never forget. I promise you that I won't.
Ooh, that sounds like a threat to me. Yet, I'm not afraid of you at all. I'm sure your your family's not afraid of you either, so that's a good thing. Seems like the only one afraid of you is your imaginary blow-up doll boyfriend, since he doesn't like being around you.
Forget. Do you want to know how a psychopath is created?
Your birth?
It's very simple. All you do is molest them before they can speak their first words. Because a child can handle all kinds of things. Physical abuse, being thrown against the walls like I was. But they can never, ever overcome being that. And if it happens before the child can speak, like it happened to mine, which I can prove with a lie detector test, it turns into a psychopath.
So, thank you for finally admitting that you are a psychopath. I appreciate that. Okay, and now for the last video. I'm going to be posted. This is my good friend Villain's video. I know somebody tagged her and I in it. And I'm just going to piggyback off of things that she's saying because everything she says in this is basically what I'm saying in it.
Support them if I can help one Afrikaans person in my life. I know I've done something good. But this Lisa Richards thing is, I felt sorry for her because she was poor, but then I realized she's just a bum like everybody else.
Sweetheart, you live in a one-bedroom apartment, minimalistic as fuck. Every single thing that you say has to do with your boyfriend and how he's leaving you money. My personal opinion, there isn't a boyfriend, okay? You have made several videos regarding the fact that you can't have a relationship with your grandchildren, and if I had to guess, this is why. Because your mental status is not all there.
Everybody.
I couldn't agree more. Also, she said she felt sorry for Lisa because Lisa was poor. Not that Lisa is an addict scamming people and stealing money from people all over TikTok, but just that she's poor. Okay.
Else that was like going against her or whatever are the same people. They're the same people. You're all bums. You're all liberal bums. You're all white trash. You know, you're all garbage humans. You're all garbage humans.
Now, color me confused, because to me, a garbage human would be somebody that is unraveling in my email with racist rhetoric. I don't even know you, and you've been emailing me for a goddamn month. That's a garbage human to me. A garbage human to me is somebody that gets on the internet spewing their racist rhetoric because they are lonely and pathetic. I really don't think that you're one to talk about white trash or garbage.
And let me also add that she is the one who went after us first. She actually seeked us out, villain. I didn't even know who the hell she was until she started coming into my comment section, calling everybody in my comment section trash and saying that they will never be loved like she is loved by this invisible man who worships the ground that she walks on.
The only people that are not garbage humans are people that have values, morals, and ethics. The white people, the pure white people, we are the chosen ones.
There she said it, people. The only ones who are not human garbage are pure white people. I didn't say that. She said it. You heard it.
The National Socialists, we are the best.
You're mentally ill. Do you know that? You are mentally. I can promise you that my work ethic runs circles around yours, okay? Runs circles. Let's not talk about the morals and the values, okay? Because I could never be obsessing over somebody that I don't even know, spewing hatred all over the internet, thinking I know what I'm talking about. What you really need is a 5150. But your family, they don't fuck with you. I'm imagining it's because of this. So is there even anybody to 5151 like you? Your guinea pig can't do it. Your guinea pig can't do it, babe.
The best looking, the most intelligent, and the most innovative, and the most independent. And that's why the bagel people want to destroy us.
Yeah, she needs more than a 5150.
Ma'am, what? What? I really don't like to look shame. I really don't like to do that. But look at you. And look at me. I'm also highly intelligent. So this is not accurate.
Destroy us. They want to destroy us. But I'm very proud because I've produced 3 pure whites.
Correct. One of them wants nothing to do with you, and you don't even know one of your grandsons' names because they don't want you in their life.
My daughter and her 2 beautiful grandsons. But I mean, all these people, I just don't want to have anything to.
Now, not to play semantics, but it would be your grandsons, not their grandsons. But anyway, do you have contacts with any of them? Because you used to post on your TikTok that you weren't allowed to see them, right?
That is correct, villain. She is not allowed to have contact with any of her grandchildren. Heck, her daughter wants so little to do with her that she doesn't even know who her son-in-law is and doesn't know the name of one of her grandsons. That's how far removed her daughter wants her entire family from this woman.
I just don't want to have anything to do with, like, all these nasty, dirty liberal people. They want to have to do with decent people that have morals and values and their mothers really love them.
So basically, you only want something to do with people who are not like you. Got it.
And they become decent people.
Sweetheart, I'm pretty sure that I'm the one that said I didn't want anything to do with you when I blocked you for the second time. And you've been unraveling in my email since. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm kind of flattered that you think about me so much, right? However, it's a little obsessive. It's a little obsessive. I also have a better moral compass than most. So that's not correct either. Also, I'll have you know that my mother loved me so much that she instilled her values and morals into me, and I carry those on. Guess what? I had a great relationship with my mother. something that your children can't say.
You're a druggie because your mother didn't love you. And there's no hope for you.
Okay, so what's your excuse?
Lisa Richards, there's no hope for you. Villain, there's no hope for you.
Ah, baby, I bet that my future is a lot brighter than yours. That's for a second. I'm an ex-druggie. I'm an ex-druggie because you know why? I got clean. First, second, I wasn't a druggie because my mother didn't love me. I was a druggie because I had unresolved trauma. Once that trauma was resolved, I got clean and stayed clean. So you know nothing about what you're talking about.
Because even though you get $5,000 a month in alimony, you're still going to bed lonely. And you're going to die soon because of the vax that you took and all the drugs that you took.
Actually, the only one I see expiring very, very lonely is you. Yeah. Your imaginary boyfriend of 20 years doesn't even want you living in his home. I still can't get over that guy. How many times have you popped your boyfriend and had to buy a new one?
You're going to get cancers and everything like that.
Sweetie, you know that my alimony ended in 2020, right? I got $5,000 a month for 5 years. You know that, right? Or did you not know that? Because you're Canadian and have no idea how things go in America. First, secondly, I promise you that there is nothing lonely about me, okay? I don't go to bed lonely. I don't wake up lonely. I don't sit in a one-bedroom apartment fucking spiraling about people on the internet that I don't know. That type of lonely, right? That's you, honey. That's you. Also, remind me, how did your mom pass away?
You guys are all losers and bums and stealers and takers. At least I work. I work 40 hours a week.
Yeah, I doubt that. You are on TikTok way too much to have a 40-hour-a-week job where you sit on there and you whine and complain about how everyone hurts your feelings and how you are jealous of every female that you are not. That's not a happy person.
Cleaning houses. And it's hard, but he's a...
Can you keep the angle, like, with the camera straight or no? First of all, I'll have you know that I work. I work more than you do, actually. I work and then I come home and I put in some more work with a monetized platform, okay? I wrote a whole fucking book. Did you know that? I bet you didn't know that. I'm filming a docu-series. You didn't know that either? I guess not. Nothing about me is bum. I can assure you that I work for everything that I have. Not only that, but I also have 2 children. Well, they're adults, but I could talk to them and they call me for the expensive shit. You know what I mean? On top of that, my 3 siblings, yeah, they rely on me for things like support and guidance.
Isn't that something though, villain? Like our children actually talk to us. They still have a relationship with us. I mean, my daughter doesn't have any children yet. My son doesn't have any children yet, thankfully. But I'm sure once they do, and once your children have children, I guarantee you we won't be banned from knowing their names.
Hardworking, decent people. And I'm 60 years old with arthritis, but I still continue because I'm a decent human being. Liberals are garbage.
You're a 60-year-old woman with arthritis of the brain is more accurate.
Don't kid yourself. There is nothing decent about you. Your values, not decent. Morals, non-existent, right? Unhinged, you might be unhinged. Don't get me wrong, because you're getting a lot of attention from the people on different sides of TikTok right now. Maybe that was your goal, right? You're so lonely, you just need somebody to pay attention to you. Well, this is not the kind of attention that you want, honey. What happened to your main account? Where'd that go? That you were so smart to put all of your personal information on. Where'd that go?
Continue because I'm a decent human being. Liberals are garbage. They're garbage. They're garbage, garbage, garbage. They're not even human people.
Says the 60-year-old unhinged batshit crazy lady on TikTok who's not allowed to have anything to do with her daughter, her son-in-law, or her grandchildren, to the point where she's not even allowed to know the name of one of her grandchildren, who sits on TikTok all day long talking about how she's so jealous of any woman who is not her, and makes up some make-believe 20-year-old blow-up doll boyfriend who supposedly has this enormous house and is leaving her $500,000. He probably gave her $500,000 to get the hell out of his life.
They're not even human people. I hate them. I wish they would die. I wish all of them would just perish, and the world will be a better place.
Aw, thank you. I'm glad that people like Villain and myself can get under your skin enough to where you would wish our death. What can I say?
And we whites go back to national.
Hold on, Villain. I'll let you talk. Does she not realize that at least I am white? Like, my daughter's half Mexican and my son is half Romanian, but I'm white. I'm Russian. I am actually 100% white. So I don't know what she's talking about when she's talking about me. If you want to discuss your nationality, you are more than welcome to.
I am so glad that my karma is my karma and your karma is your karma, because, baby, your karma, ugh, yikes. Yikes. You are a hateful bitch.
God, I'm pretty. That's another thing. We pure whites are pretty.
Lady, you are the ugliest fucking human I've ever seen in my entire life. And I don't mean looks. I mean your personality, your way of thinking, and your lack of a beating heart. And this is coming from a whitey.
Not like you mud whites Americans, because you're not. You're ugly.
Y'all aren't gonna make me do it.
And my boyfriend loves me. You don't have anybody.
So, not that it's a flex or anything, but every single one of my exes are still very much in love with me. You know that a strong woman that is perfectly capable of supporting herself on her own does not need a man. You know that there are women that can choose to stay single. That doesn't mean that they don't have a multitude of options, which I would imagine you don't know much about, do you? I also, again, don't think that your boyfriend is real. So, happy imaginary boyfriend day, you know?
You know, Villain, we definitely should take her birthday and actually make it National Imaginary Birthday Day. Like, this woman is, I'm like batshit crazy. Like, I don't think there's an actual term created for this lady yet. Like, we are going to have to come up with something for her because she is just something I can't even fully describe. Like, there is no one word for her. It's astounding how people actually walk around in life thinking the way that she does and thinks it's okay to be this way. Like, she's just nasty. Absolutely nasty. Anyways, people, so there you go. There's your introduction to this creepazoid over on TikTok. Hopefully she doesn't make her way over here. Oh, man. I am sorry I keep bringing these weirdos to YouTube, but yeah, if I'm going to watch them, I'm going to make you watch them too. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be safe. Take care. Bye.